Okay, second time's the charm. Yeah, I just started recording this episode when I discovered that I had actually set my sound output to something else that I use when I play Mass Effect. So now that I have everything set back up the way I need it to be set for Let's Playing, let's just get back to where I aborted the previous episode, or the previous take of this episode. Whoa, I can do words, just not right now. Okay, so this should be a room with a fireplace. And let's have a look at this family photo.
This will make it easier to carry. The boy. It must be. But I need to be sure. Perhaps the names are on the back. Lady Margaret. She looks happy. I can't imagine her smiling like that these days.
What are we here?
My family. Yet they're all still strangers to me.
Huh. I would say that these people are unaccounted for.
Grandfather Edward. Just as he looked last night.
Okay, what do we have? Oh, hello?
The boy. How did he provoke Edward into throwing him down the stairs?
We have no names. We have a nick blot or some persuasion though.
What's this? Looks like it's drawn in blood?
Or a bloodstain. Okay. Just click repeatedly and... Jump scare, right, got it.
Regardless of what I told Miss Cranach, these visions are like nothing I've ever experienced before. And they're getting worse.
Yeah, WASD controls are a bit difficult sometimes when you have a camera control like the one in this game. Let's go back to the library and ask Lady Margaret about the picture. Okay, let's try that again and not fail at it. Okay. This is not that place either. Walk through author. Your directions are kind of not great. Okay, yeah, now I see. The first open door on the left from the stairs with the armors next to it. That would be this one. Right. Right, I just can't read. Good to know. Right, that's how you talk to people in this game.
Lady Margaret?
Yes, David?
I saw an old photograph of a boy in the other room. Something tells me she wouldn't be happy if she knew I had it in my pocket.
Ah, that was taken in 1894. Young Johnny, your father.
You can remember the exact year?
It's a funny thing when you reach my age. You can remember dates from decades ago.
But not what you had for breakfast.
Maybe others can't.
Who, may I ask, were the others in the picture?
That would be your Aunt Clara, and your late great-grandmother, the last true Countess of Scarhendew House. And my dear Edward, of course.
I noticed my father had a scar on his face. How did that happen?
Falling from a tree, perhaps? I can't recall. But your father was a clumsy child.
Can't recall. But you remember the date the photograph was taken? I shall take my leave, Lady Margaret.
Yes.
Okay, let's see if we can find the library. See a door on the left from the entrance to the room with armors. That would be this direction. No, seems familiar. Oh. Right, I'll just deal with that later. That's my... Ah, just got a text message. Never mind.
David, apologies for not being here to greet you. As the telephone in the castle is not working due to the recent storm, I have had to journey to the village to communicate with my office. Upon my return, I shall show you to the chapel where you can pay your respects to your father. Yours, Andrew Harrison.
Or maybe I'll just head to the chapel myself, just as soon as the weather clears.
Okay. Here's something interesting, I think. If you want to discover whether Andrew told the truth, check the phone in the hall. It's on the table near the main stairs. Okay. I wonder what this would tell me, though. Was it impossible to reach someone by the phone at some point? I genuinely don't remember. Or have we just been getting misinformation from someone?
Has it been repaired? Or did Andrew lie to me?
I guess Andrew is not as truthful as we would like him to be. But that's just my theory. Well, let's step outside for a bit.
Finally, some fresh air.
Oh, hey. We actually run.
Master David,
You could tell it was me.
your footsteps. I ken the walk of everyone here.
Wow, that's rather incredible.
Aye, that it is, laddie. That it is. I hear better than most. See more than most and all.
Father had a similar toolbox. Back when he still fixed things around the house. When you talked about what they did to my father, what did you mean?
You shouldn't have come back. You canna go through what he did as a bairn and no be sick.
So his hospitalization was justified then?
Not for me to say. Before you think of putting down roots here, you should think on what the poison grown here did to your father. You can?
No, not really.
If you dinna mind, this door will no mend itself.
I'll leave you to it then.
Can we raid your toolkit though? Toolbox? No. Okay. We'll do that later. Let's go to that structure up there. The chapel on the hill.
Nobody left to mourn the dead or care for their graves, it seems. I've seen this before. In the painting. This is the grave I saw in that waking dream or whatever it was. The grave my father buried something in as a boy. Who's buried here? If I could just... these vines are too thick. I need something to cut through these.
Okay. Let's come back and fix that another time. Ah. Yeah, there was also this to pick up. Oh. More photo pieces. I will upload me piecing the photos together out in the main menu, not as part of the main playthrough, but as bonus episodes after it's all done and dusted. Okay, yeah. Now we go back to Rory and ask if we can raid his toolbox. Think he'll be pleased?
The graveyard. Is it a family plot?
Aye. No matter how high and mighty, all the Gordons end up there.
A cheery thought. It's a shame we do not have the means to properly care for the graves.
Why bother? His bones and food for worms.
Bold and cutters. That's a typo if I ever saw one.
May I borrow your bolt cutter?
Maybe. If I ken what you need it for.
The graves. I would like to tidy them up. That way I can pay my respects properly.
Is that a fact? Why's that then?
They are my family. They deserve to be remembered.
Fair enough, laddie. Just grab it yourself, will ye?
Okay. I am now... What is that tool? That is not an appropriate tool for cutting off branches, but whatever. This is a video game. Doesn't it look like something you would use for electrical work? Stripping cables, that sort of thing? Well, anyway.
Better. Cecilia Shaw Nee Gordon. Aunt Cecilia. Now, let's see if there's something really buried in here. Another piece of the castle model. Another part of the model, and it's stained with what seems to be old blood. Why did Father bury this when he was a child?
And why does it look like it was used to kill someone? Just saying. Well, I mean, maybe it just happened to lie in the pool of blood as well, but details, schmeetails. Okay, now we break and enter apparently. Oh. I think we are going to be at a point where we can actually die and get a game over. So let's just save the game before we do anything else.
Father, I hope you found your peace. Were you sick, like they say you were? Or the victim of this curse? This curse of the Gordons? Whatever it is. I think you may have passed it on to me.
Oh wait, no, we cross here to the next bit, right.
Being the chronicle of the family Gordon, as laid down by Sir Drummond Gordon, the year of our Lord, 1413.
Local legend speaks of this particular glen as being inhabited from time immemorial. Enigmatic, elaborately carved Pictish stones stand as timeless evidence of this. As for the locals, they appear prideful in the counsel they delight in giving to visitors. Traveler, beware. The Celtic peoples arrived in this place like a great beast, bringing with them the bloodlines that would eventually spawn the Gordon clan. Using their superior numbers, knowledge, and machines of war, They swiftly conquered the primeval Picts. With them, they brought too their religion and druid clerics. The magics these wise men used did shape forever the lands, even until this present day. It is said that the sempiternal burden our family carries rose at that time. 'Tis well recorded how the Empire of Rome did fail to tame the wayward Scots, that they did even raise a barrier to protect their mighty empire. What is seldom told is the truth behind their defeat. Our ancestors drew upon ancient powers to aid their victory, powers not easily fathomed by the fragile human mind. This aid did come at the greatest of costs, a debt as yet unsettled, a price we will continue to pay until the last Gordon passes to dust.
Actually, a bit of history for you. The part about the wall built by the Romans to protect against the Scots, that's actually true. Well, at least to my knowledge, it is true. I once went to Scotland and we visited, well, this stretch of rubble, really, so many centuries later, that is now known as Hadrian's Wall. It is a thing that exists. It is not terribly imposing anymore, but, well, if you're interested in history and you are in the area of the border between Scotland and England, or wherever that place, or wherever Hadrian's Wall is, I don't know exactly where it is. Well, that is something to look at.
O'er the centuries, we Gordons made the land our own. Others did bow to us, as we kept the secrets of Skahandu, the secrets of the Black Mirror.
That's another
Even as
typo.
tragedy and madness did fester in our foundations, we held fast and steered the land through vile English attack and worse. In time, the Gordons and the land became one.
Some pages have been ripped out. The only thing left seems to be some kind of family oath.
In blood we are bound to the land we protect. To the truths we alone will conceal. I shall forfeit my life. Lest my clan should suffer, I shall forfeit my spirit to hold the darkness at bay. In blood we are bound till the day of the reckoning.
What on earth is the comet coming from?
Okay. Notice how things have taken a slightly watery tint. Yeah, we are in one of those action sections now that, strictly speaking, can kill the main character. And on my first playthrough, this is the one I struggled with the most in terms of pure, well, getting to the right hotspots at the correct time. It's kind of difficult to judge, and that's what threw me off most of the time. So I will interrupt the episode here, and in the next one, probably I will do post-commentary and just keep trying until I get it right, and we'll just see how I edit it down, and yeah, just go from there or something. Stay tuned.